receiving team here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good to make it 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the... The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
They'll run with Barkley, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught by Randy Moss.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
This is our time.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run again with Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
Where it's supposed to go, and he did on that play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Right back to Sanders on first down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running right, here's Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. James. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result,
and this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already. Points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down, and back they go to Sanders.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a diving catch right side. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time. The gate, we're going to get a delay. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all.
Throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick.
And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.